Dude, I was looking back on our episode list of podcasts.
How long ago was it?
And the last one we did is technically now the first podcast. It's technically podcast number 1.
Is it?
Because I deleted like 35 episodes that we did with Ben.
Oh. So by default, you're number 1.
So now by default, you're number 1.
Sick. How long ago was that? That had to have been like...
That was like 3... It was
3 years ago?
It was like 2.5 years ago.
Gotta be.
Sheesh.
2.5 years ago in the other room. So what have you been up to, bro? What's been going on?
Oh, just filming. Trying to film, stay on top of social media, watching it change and get super saturated. It's dog shit now.
It's dog shit.
Yeah, it's
You're not a TikToker yet?
I can't do it. I just won't do it.
No,
it's tough. It's like take everything excellent you've ever made and like just shove it down people's throats in the most consumable, quick way possible. It seems like it's like taking the art away from everything almost.
Yeah.
Even when I see like something that's incredibly well shot, it's like I'm having a seizure because it's like like they have so much going on. I don't know. TikTok has to captivate attention spans of like.
Yeah, you get lost in there for sure.
I was watching a video earlier today, the one that we did at that Little Pump concert where we dressed you up like Little Pump.
Yeah, I love that video.
That was such a sick video.
I forgot about that.
We did really good.
The version of it that I posted on Koncrete, the top comment is, guys, it was like, all caps, do you guys know this is Tfue's biological brother?
Do we know?
The internet is so weird now. Yeah, dude, like I got a bunch of comments on America's Got Talent, like that's Tfue's brother. I'm like, oh my gosh. It's just, I don't know.
Yeah, that'll haunt you forever.
I'm the trampoline guy. I'm Tfue's brother. You know, it's weird. Like that's one of the craziest things about like meeting people. Is like I like asking them what video they saw or like what they like that I've done. If somebody like comes up and says they like our stuff, just the wide range of shit that I've heard is crazy.
Really?
It's like, you know, 'cause like I'm proud of a lot of stuff, and then somebody will be like, yeah, the time that you lit your friend on fire and then hit him in the face with a water balloon. I'm like, holy shit, like that's what you remember. You know, it's funny.
The backyard at your dad's house is just kind of like a cesspool of just wild, crazy shit.
Yeah.
Always.
Yep. I don't think that'll ever stop. Hopefully we'll keep doing stuff there forever.
It had to have been so crazy too, like because there was that one point like 3 years ago when like you had the whole trampoline video series just going off, and that was like the most popular thing on the internet. And then out of nowhere, your brother's social media just started just like creeping up and just like skyrocketing out of nowhere.
Insane. Yeah, that Trampoline Versus was cool because the one thing that I'll always take out of that is that we got #1 most subscribed channel for the day, 2 days in a row. When that
really?
Was yeah, above PewDiePie, above every creator on the platform for 2 days.
That was kind of like even that wasn't even that long ago, and it was just like it seems like it was.
And now people are ripping it off.
Are they?
There's another channel that does the exact same thing that I did like 3 or 4 years ago on his channel, and he's getting more views than I did when I did it.
Fuck.
And it's just dedicated to the trampoline shit?
He didn't credit me in anything, so kind of just took the idea and made it his own. There's a couple channels that actually their channel was made off of the Trampoline Versus series.
Really?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Well, imitation is the highest form of flattery, right?
Yeah.
What I was gonna say was like that time when we were doing that, it seems like YouTube was a completely different place, like a completely different website back then. You know,
it was, and it is. It's insane.
Especially with like all the like now, all it is just I feel like it's just people. It's just like all it can be is a certain type of just like bullshit content, and so much of it is curated and censored.
Yeah, I used to. I used to use YouTube almost every day from 2006 until like, currently. You know, I before I uploaded anything on YouTube, I was watching stuff on YouTube a lot. You know, and it was like you could just type in whatever you want, and like it would always feed you something cool. It seemed like you guys used E-Bombs World when you were.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I was addicted to that when I was like 13 or like 12. I don't even know how young I was.
The prank call voices, the soundboards.
Just everything. Oh yeah, all the soundboards. Oh man.
God.
That was a wild time. And like,
That was
it's
a good
just-
site. Is it still around?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Is it?
Yeah,
Does
I
it
still check
exist?
up on it. U-Bombs? Oh yeah, there's
Oh,
definitely
fuck, I haven't
still
searched
out
that
here.
site in
Huh.
probably 15 years.
Really? I still check up on it every now and
Oh,
then.
fuck.
Remember World Star Hip Hop?
World Star was
Oh,
just
yeah.
always dog shit though.
I remember when though that was like a thing that you wanted. You would want your video to get picked up by World Star.
I mean,
Oh,
you
yeah.
still do. A lot of people still use it. It's just, I don't know. They just, I can't follow pages that post more than 5 things a day, or else it's just like, it just seems ridiculous. I don't even know how anything works anymore. Like, I miss when YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter all used to be like chronological, you know?
Oh yeah.
Like, especially
it's not like that
Instagram.
anymore.
No, it's not. No,
I heard the
I thought they
Instagram
were
went back to
changing
it.
No, I'll still be scrolling through and I'll get a post from like 4 days ago
Yeah.
next to a post that was like a couple hours ago.
Huh.
Yeah.
How often are you posting?
I try a couple times a week, no matter what, you know, no matter what. I've been trying to post on Instagram every day. Everybody's making money on short form content right now, like getting budgets for their reels or getting paid. It's so hard. I mean, I try to do it because I see everyone else doing it, and I acknowledge that, like, if you get on your feed on Instagram, you're going to see 15 videos and maybe like 2 pictures, you know. It's all reels. It's just pushing reels to everyone right now. So when I see that, I'm like, all right, I'll post some reels. But the real bummer is my hard drive with like 36 terabytes of footage that has like a good couple of years of really good content on it just stopped working. So right when I was about to just crank out a bunch of reels, that happened. And problem with reels is you have to, anything that's filmed like high quality that's not, you know, that's horizontal, you know, and not vertical, is gonna look like dog shit on a reel. Like everything that I've filmed for the last 13 years, I have to crop in.
That's a super like
and make
fisheye.
it just looks terrible. So you either have to create new content for reels or you have to make your old content look kind of shitty. And it's just like, I'm just hoping that this is just a phase and that people get really bored of short form content very quickly. I've been trying to upload on YouTube a bunch and it's been going well. So
Yeah, it's like everybody's scrambling just to adapt to whatever like the new hot thing is. Like what, like if it's Instagram Reels or if it's TikToks or you got to be on TikTok. Oh, you got to do YouTube Shorts. Like everyone's always telling me wherever I go like what I have to be doing. You know
it's
what
crazy
I mean?
that people that have no talent are becoming super famous too.
Super
And
famous.
I think that that's a problem. You know?
Really?
Yeah, like, I mean, not no talent. You know, there's some talent. Like, look at the D'Amelios. Like, honestly, like,
Who was that?
The 2 TikTok sisters. You don't know who the D'Amelios are? Charlie and Dixie D'Amelio. They have like
Austin, that's your cue.
Austin, you know them?
700 million followers on everything. You know,
Really?
they're massive, and I
What do they do?
don't
They do
get
the
it.
dance?
They dance.
They dance.
They definitely dance.
Oh, I know who they are. They
Yeah.
they got offered their own reality show too, right?
Yeah, followers 130 million.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's insane. I hosted a panel for them at Playlist Live. I was the moderator of a panel before they really blew up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's just like I see the most famous people on platforms like TikTok, and I'm like, this is not my place. Like, I do not belong here. I make better content than this. If these are the top people on the platform, I don't want to be here.
What about the Island Boys?
What about them?
They got fucking so absurdly famous. And
I don't know that they did, though. I feel like a lot of people were really just making fun of them.
yeah.
Like, if they show up in public, they get booed everywhere they go.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, what?
Yeah, did you see him show up for that fight?
I'm not envious of people like that at all.
But they could slowly turn the tanker, couldn't they? Over a long period of time, they could slowly turn the ship to where people are kind of laughing with them in a couple of years versus laughing at them.
They're just so unlikable.
They
like,
are.
If you watch them on
and
podcasts,
they're so dumb too.
they
right?
still get so offended. Yeah, they just don't have like the depth or like the, I don't know, just the life experience to have like an understanding of just a grasp on anything. I don't know. They got, you see them on the Jake Paul podcast?
Yeah.
Or the Logan Paul podcast?
Yeah, didn't he try to fight one of the guys?
They just got
You
super,
think you know I'm thugging, right?
Yeah, I can't get on board with people like that. I just don't, I don't hang out with people like that. I can't endorse people like that. I wish everyone the best. I think that that's a very important part of life, especially the people that like treat you the worst. Wish everyone well, but like I don't have to condone that or endorse that.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, they're making Florida look bad.
Do you ever
and they're from Florida too.
Do you ever like stress out about like what kind of content you want to make or like what types of videos you want to make next, or do you just kind of just do whatever you want and just like film it, and if it turns out good, you just decide to post it?
It's like yes and no. I always want to make really good content, but I don't stress it because I feel like we've made so much content over the years, and like we've consistently, in my opinion, uploaded really good content over the course of like 8 years. Like even if we take a long break from doing something, like and like the most comments that I got about the Jig Squad channel being dead was you're like, know when? It was like right before we did Holly Boob. And like there was all these people like, oh, you guys are washed up, like blah blah blah, this and that. And like people are gonna say everything, and it's hard to not focus on the bad comments, but once you like take a break from uploading, like there's gonna be people that are gonna talk a lot of shit. And then we like do the Holly Boob stunt and prank and pull it off, and it's like on every news station and like getting millions of views across all these different platforms. And it's just like,
for people that aren't familiar with the Holly Boob, give us a quick rundown on what that was about.
We
pull it up, Austin.
We gave the Hollywood sign a boob job. Yep.
Hell yeah,
that's what I'll say. Everyone in LA's got a boob job. We figured we'd just help the town out a little bit and turn it into Holly Boob. So
they just changed it recently for
Ram's house. It looks like shit.
I was gonna say I saw that and I thought of you. I was like, Jack did this way better.
Yeah,
like,
we did it better in like 20
sucked
minutes.
Bad.
What happened? They did what?
They changed it to Let's Go Rams.
It says Ram's house.
A Ram's house.
Yeah,
but it was like barely even legible.
Yeah, this is the raw footage.
And did you get arrested during this?
Yeah, I still have community service because of this, actually.
Wow.
Yeah. That's my buddy Ricky. He was actually, he wasn't even supposed to help with the Holly Boob prank. He was just coming out there to do a Bigfoot stunt with me.
Uh-huh. Oh, this is the Super Bowl?
Oh, shit. Straight to the Super Bowl.
Random Super Bowl clip?
I have no idea. What?
It's a mashup. This is
Oh
probably
my
somebody
God,
else's page
dude.
that ripped your shit.
Oh, no, this is your page?
Is it? Oh, yeah.
You just decided to throw in some...
I don't remember. Maybe it was just... Oh, that was just the intro. I was just talking about what was going on in the future, probably. But this is like the raw footage of the Holly Boob sign. But yeah, I went to jail for this.
What did they charge you with?
Just trespassing.
Just trespassing?
No
Yeah.
vandalism?
Huh?
No vandalism?
No, because we didn't
That's
actually
surprising.
do anything to the sign. It was
You
just
didn't
placed
hurt it.
there. We didn't like paint on it or anything.
True.
Yeah, we got that thing up there in a baby stroller. Like I had to push a baby stroller up a mountain with that giant tarp the size of a body that weighed like 100 pounds. And that was the only way, because we actually tried this twice. This was the third attempt. We tried it twice in the middle of the night and almost got caught. We were trying to sneak up the mountain, and they were shining lights at us, and they like brought in a helicopter, and we all like scattered like cockroaches.
So you had to do it during the day.
Yeah, so we're like, all right, we had to rethink it. We're like, all right, we'll do it during the day, broad daylight. We're going to start from the top instead of the bottom and just rush it and try to do it quickly.
That's
Wow.
Yeah, but on that topic, like, I don't worry about making content because I feel like we've made so much content that there's always going to be people that are going to check back because we're always like the best is yet to come. We're always going to keep making videos. I feel like there's just always going to be people that are going to want to check back on what we're doing, whether it's a week from now, a month from now, a year from now. Like, I think that we've established a pretty core audience in everything that we've done. So, I always want to keep content outflow out, but I also have been really wanting to focus on like bigger projects, like maybe doing a stand-up routine or like buying land and opening Megalodon Ranch and allowing people to come hunt for shark's teeth with us and maybe make some documentaries. I have a couple crazy ideas for documentaries, just like
Really?
yeah, just
Like documentaries that you would release on your YouTube page?
no, I'd want to like shop them on the platforms, like maybe get something on Netflix or Hulu, whatever, anybody who's
would be
interested.
sick.
Yes, yeah.
Netflix is so crazy, dude. There's so many fucking shows on Netflix. It's almost impossible. It's like, how could they? There's so many fucking like long form series on Netflix that come out every single day. It's hard to keep up with all of them.
They want content though, you know, and they're a good place to release content, and they're actually paying pretty well. Like if you're an influencer that has like a really good docuseries or documentary, something like that, they'll actually pay you good money to
Really?
release it on their platform because you're going to be bringing your fan base to their platform.
Do you know of anybody who's transitioned from YouTube to Netflix as far as like career-wise or content-wise?
Sam Macaroni. He's the guy that directed Guest House, that movie that I was in. He made YouTube videos for a really long time, and now he's a full-time director.
Okay.
That's something I've always been interested in, too, is just, like, getting into, like, shooting some real content. While everybody's out there making 15-second TikToks, I want to, like, learn the ropes of the film industry and maybe, like, shoot some really sick documentaries.
Hell yeah.
Like Deckhands. That shit was awesome. You know, that was one of my favorite series.
That's my favorite shit
ever. And like that's some shit that easily could go on Netflix that people would enjoy, you know?
Yeah.
And like I don't know, I've been going to Mexico for 10 years straight. Like even talking about Turner, like I feel like that's a crazy documentary too. Like I don't think anyone on the platform, on YouTube, in history has ever gone from 100,000 subscribers to 10 million as quickly as Turner did. I don't think it's ever happened.
No, dude.
It can't.
That was
so crazy.
He went so nuclear.
So fast.
Such
Dude,
a
it
short
was
amount
insane.
of time.
Like world famous, like
in
1 year, from being a kid that was playing video games like in the back room of the house. You know, it just
I know.
didn't even make sense.
Like he didn't care about anything. Like the crazy thing I always tell people about him is just like a lot of people just try to chase all the trends, you know? He did the opposite of that. He did the opposite of that. He stayed in his room and he kept playing video games. And then one video game came about that just happened to be the kerosene to the fucking match.
But you just cannot deny his fucking skill too. He's so
insane.
So nuts. Like he just won an Apex Legends
I saw that.
Rivals tournament.
That was yesterday.
That's a huge tournament. He doesn't play Apex Legends very often, and like he certainly doesn't practice it at a pro level, you know. And he's there's a clip that just went viral of they're doing like the interview of the finals, and they're like asking him a question, and he just tornadoed a beer on stream, like on the Twitch Rivals like live stream.
That's so sick.
Yeah, and he's like talking shit too. Like I don't understand how you can not play the game like on a professional level and not. His in-game IQ, he just outsmarts everyone. It doesn't matter how mechanical you are. He's
just smarter.
Yeah, he'll just do.
He's
some
one
shit.
step ahead of you.
It's nuts. I think he's more like 40 or
like
50
10,
or 60 steps ahead. I've watched. You have you ever seen the POVs of like his fingers when he's playing?
Yeah.
Like
do you remember right
cams?
before he blew up, right before he blew up with him? I made that little video.
Yeah, the little documentary.
Like the 10-minute documentary.
Yeah, it got millions of views.
Now it has like 5 million views. Yeah. But that was like that was like the day I uploaded that was like the day he officially joined FaZe.
Yeah.
And because I remember he's like, oh, I got to change the intro. I can't just say Tfue. I got to say FaZe Tfue. Yeah. I was like, that was kind of weird. But then right after that, I mean, we are filming. I remember filming him on his keyboard and his mouse, and he had his keyboard instead of normal, he had it vertical.
Yep.
Like he had his keyboard turned like that.
Yep.
And he's like this.
Yep.
So I don't know what that was. Like he says more room for the mouse or what?
It's just better for his arm to like rest. It's just more natural than like being over here, I suppose. I don't know. He was a real trailblazer for gamers as a whole. He was trying shit that nobody's ever tried before. Like, you know how you can bind your keys? You know, like when you play a game, like WESD, whatever, like those are the keys that run forward and side to side and back and forth. He would completely start from scratch and just like go through all these steps in his head to try to figure out what binds would just be the most efficient possible. And it's not like it's something that it's like playing styles, you know, it's like whatever you do the most, you need to be the easiest to access, but then you need to like balance everything out as well. Like I couldn't possibly go that into depth about it, but that alone, that takes a lot to set up all your keys and all your guns and all your commands, like from scratch. He's like, yeah, I just changed my binds. It's going to take me like 3 to 4 weeks to get used to them. And like, he'll just train and like reset his brain to understand his keyboard differently and just
next
fucking
level.
destroy everyone. You know, insane.
The amount of focus that goes into that. And
It's
the
also
amount of
like intuitive too. Like he just does it. He doesn't even have to think about it.
right.
You know?
Yeah.
But he does it so much, and he focuses for such a long period of time on that shit. It's like, it's just, I admire just that level of focus on one thing, you know?
I mean, will never be able to wrap my head around the fact that he won more tournaments than anyone has ever won by far, by like a long shot in Fortnite. And Fortnite is the most popular game that's ever been created in mankind. Like, there's never been anything more popular than that. And to be the best at the most popular game that's ever been made, like, that's shit. Will never make sense to me.
Yeah. Didn't Ninja move to Florida? Is that
Probably.
true? I heard that he
hiding.
did.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because Jessica posted that she was in Florida too. Everybody loves Florida. Everyone's moving to
Everybody's
Florida.
moving to Florida.
Yeah,
dude.
Nick Merckx already lived here. I think Tim the Tap Man moved here. It wouldn't surprise me if Ninja did too. But Turner reps Florida pretty hard, so I feel like Tyler's probably been kind of quiet about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He also, he got abused. Like, you don't want to. Oh man, he went through some shit too.
Who did?
Ninja, like. He was top dog, and Turner completely dethroned him, like to where it wasn't even. Have you guys seen the KSI Tfue versus Ninja video?
No.
Oh my god, it's one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Yeah, you should throw that on real quick.
KSI Ninja vs. Tfue.
Yeah, you guys know who KSI is?
Yeah, I know who he
He's
is.
like one of the biggest YouTubers on the planet.
Mhm.
Yeah, he did a little commentary. It needs volume though.
Oh, I think I have seen this a long time ago.
And how many views does this have? 7 million. Yeah, then Turner reacted to it and it got another 14 million on Turner's channel.
Oh my god.
On the reaction.
And this is literally a video of KSI kind of just shitting on Ninja, but without having to, because Turner I don't know. You gotta watch at least the first minute or two of this.
Dude, snapping.
You don't hear much about Fortnite these days.
It's because nobody plays it.
No?
No.
What does everybody play now?
I have no idea. I don't play anything.
No.
No.
Do you think there's going to be a next big Fortnite?
Yeah, 100%. Definitely.
There's got to be something,
Yeah,
right?
it's gonna be something. It's gonna be something that's VR based. I bet though.
VR.
Yeah, it's gonna be a huge a VR game that everyone's addicted to.
I remember this clip right here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's fucking spamming him with the rocket launcher.
Yeah. This is the first time they ever matched up.
Yep.
But still, Ninja is unloading, chasing him down. But Tfue stops running and hits him with the spinneroonie. But
The spinner.
Oh yeah, he gets up.
still unloads more rockets. Tfue is really under pressure now. This unrelenting pressure from Ninja is smothering. But somehow Tfue manages to hold on.
This fucking game, dude.
Look at the concentration from this man. There's literally nothing Tfue can do. He's on the ropes. All he can do is shoot Ninja and kill him.
Yeah, it's Tfue. He killed me.
No, what's really funny is there's actually a clip in here where Turner. Skip forward a couple minutes. It's when Turner's dressed as a chicken. Yeah, right here. Yeah, somewhere in there.
Let's see what Ninja is doing.
Yeah, check this out. This shit is hilarious.
Is that a hacker?
He just doesn't even react.
He gets one of his comrades to take a look. Gobble, gobble. Wow.
Oh yeah, he took out his whole squad.
Yeah, he killed. Watch this though. So yeah, Turner took out 2 of Ninja's boys already. Ninja calls him a hacker, but this is so funny. He
Oh yeah, he says he's hacking aimbot.
Yeah, but they're both live streaming too. So like,
Oh, that's
he's
hilarious.
just like, I'm reporting you, bro. I'm reporting you.
Oh, does he really say that?
Yeah.
Oh, he's dead. And he missed.
Oh shit. So are all there people that are like in their live chat, are they like jumping back and forth saying, "Oh my God, it's Tfue, it's Tfue"?
Yeah, so Ninja was just like focused on the fight, so he wasn't paying attention.
Okay,
Yet. And people mess with Ninja all the time
Yeah.
because Turner had already killed him a couple times.
It's the moment we've been waiting for. Oh, Ninja hits him. Go, 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 go.
Oh, we got the ad.
classic.
Oh, that was a crazy ad placement.
Gobble,
right
gobble,
there.
gobble, gobble. He's flying
Like, and
through
then
the
you see
air
it, yeah.
on fucking balloons.
Oh! Yo!
So Turner died there, but
Make sure to go in the theater and report your ass, bro. Literally didn't miss a shot on the entire time. He wants the VIP.
Oh, so Turner died. He didn't actually
Yeah.
kill him.
Was that actually Tfue?
but Ninja was like, all right, bro, I'll be sure to go to the theater and report your ass. Literally didn't miss a shot the entire time. Calling him a hacker. And he sees the chat, everyone's like, that's Tfue.
So sick.
It's so funny too how he somehow does those crazy like trick maneuvers.
Yeah, he
or
tried to
kills.
trick shot him. He knew he was gonna die, but he figured if he could get like the
The
kill
pump.
on that, it'd
Yeah.
be like a good clip. Turner
it's
plays for
crazy.
entertainment, you know. He
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
playing to like
Right.
No, that
he
was
wasn't
that wasn't
actively
like
trying to
yeah.
kill
Yeah.
somebody.
But he does it. He like doesn't even react. When most kids would be like, "Oh my God!" He
Yeah.
just like he's just like stone faced after he does it.
Yeah, and then Ninja realizes that
Yeah.
he just called him a hacker when really he's just like, I don't know. Turner's so much better than Ninja that like to Ninja he's cheating
Yeah.
because it doesn't seem possible.
Do they even
Yeah.
play the same game anymore? Like, what is the game they play now?
So they've known each other for years before
Right.
Fortnite. They used
Right.
to play PUBG against each
Mhm.
other. Yeah, and I don't really know what Ninja's doing now. I know he still live streams. He's probably just playing games just
Yeah.
for fun because Tim the Tap Man and him are really good friends. Like he helped him blow up, so I'm sure they're live streaming together still. I still see him live every now and then, but with I don't know. I really enjoyed watching Fortnite. I think it was one of the most enjoyable games to
Yeah,
watch as a
definitely.
viewer that was like ever created. I think some of the end games in Fortnite were some of the most exciting things to watch, like the tournaments that they would have.
Oh, yeah,
Seeing
so
high
sick.
pro level players stacked on top of each other, like going to the end zones, like strategies for that was so nuts, and it was so cool to watch, like all the comms between teams and everything. And now it's just too saturated. They added
Yeah.
too much bullshit. Like,
Yeah.
I think if there was like a Fortnite 3.0 that was like, it would have to be something like revolutionary to gaming, you know, like maybe a VR version of Fortnite or something like that. Because I just think the building aspect was really cool until
was the most unique
the
thing.
pros like mastered the mechanics, and then like me as an average player that's just trying to relax and have fun, like I'm watching somebody who's insane at building, like I'm probably gonna get smoked, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't know. The gaming world's crazy. I'm definitely waiting for the next big thing. I'm very interested to see when a massive game is going to be released and tied to like a cryptocurrency, because I think that that's in the future for gaming.
Well,
too,
there
like
are a
crypto
ton of those
gaming.
play to earn games.
Yeah, there's a ton. Yeah, but like one that like Microsoft or like Ubisoft or someone like that releases like a Fortnite attached to like that's a play to earn game.
The
you
new
know?
GTA.
Yeah, something like that, you know? Because I don't know, I think everything's going digital.
Do you fuck around with VR at all, Oculus at all, or?
A little bit. I've done it a little bit, but it doesn't really interest me that much.
Yeah.
I'm more interested in trying to like create really good content. I do watch a lot of movies. Watch some TV shows too. I'm a fan of like consuming high quality, like movies. I'll go in the top 100 movies, like highest.
Like classic movies?
I mean, just anything I feel like that's highly recommended. Something like I have a lot of conversations with my friends about it. I mean, I recently watched Green Book. You guys seen that one?
Oh yeah, that's
About
a
the piano
fucking
player?
great movie.
Yeah, that was one of
dude.
the best
That's one of
ones
my favorite movies I've ever seen.
That was a really good movie. I enjoyed that. Hector and the Search for Happiness. Have you seen that one?
No.
Super fire movie. Awesome.
Really?
You guys seen Shaun of the Dead?
No.
I've seen that.
You seen that? Yeah,
It's
like
old,
it's
right?
like Dawn of the Dead, but
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
a comedy. It's like
Oh,
the first
yeah.
comedy zombie movie ever
Yeah.
made.
Oh, really? Oh, no,
my
I have seen
God,
that.
Yeah,
I
like
have
throwing records at the
Yeah,
zombie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that guy. It's the blonde dude from that. Or like Hot Fuzz. Have you seen Hot Fuzz? No. Yeah. I don't know. I worked at the flea market for like 4 years. And I would buy DVDs all the time. That's like one of the things. I'd find somebody that's selling like 4 for $1, and I'd get a bunch of really sick movies. So I have a ton of movies at my house. And I don't know. I always wanted to be in movies and make movies, and that's something that's always excited me. So I feel like I'm just going to keep learning. And I've been watching movies from the standpoint of like how they're shot, how they're filmed, looking at the different lighting and whatnot. And I don't know, plus getting to be on set for Guest House, like, I watch them making a movie in front of me. I'm like, this is something I could, feel like I could do. Get the right cameraman, get the right directors, the right lighting, the right mics. Like, it's not that hard, you know.
It's just so much work.
It is a lot of work.
And there's so many people.
That's
and
why
there's
you
so
can.
many fucking. There's just so much. It's like I always think it's like a construction site. It's like, have you ever worked construction? Have you ever been on a construction site? It's the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
You got this fucking crew of electricians that come in an electrical truck that are in charge of all the wires and all the electric and all that shit. You have another crew of people who are in charge of setting up the lights. Another giant crew of people who have the props. You have the fucking the DP, the directors, the assistant director. Like, it's just like, I don't know.
Doesn't have to be that complicated, though.
No,
like
it
the
doesn't.
guy that I was, Sam Macaroni, the guy that was a YouTuber turned, director, he does excellent work. And he has a really solid team and a really solid crew. I mean, there's a lot of moving parts, like to edit the whole thing. And, you got to shoot everything in like fucking 6K now. I don't even know what's going on. I don't even know who has a 6K monitor to watch 6K on, That's what's crazy, too, is like nobody has 4K, like anything. Nobody consumes, like, this isn't fucking 4K. You can't fit 4,000 pixels on this tiny screen, Like, I don't know. It's so hard to like shoot like that when I feel like nobody is consuming content on anything but their phones, Like, I'm a fan of sitting on my couch and putting something on my TV that I can sit down and like enjoy,
I think a lot of people are still.
Yeah, I think so too. That's why I think TikTok's bullshit.
Yeah, I
But,
think
like
the
that's
pendulum
what's
is
like.
gonna swing.
It's like a whole narrative though. It's crazy. I don't know. The world's gone mad.
What do you think?
Our lifetimes are going to be nuts.
It's insane.
What do you think the future of like YouTube is in general? Like, how much long do you think YouTube has a shelf life? Do you think there's going to be a changing of the guard when it comes to YouTube? Is there going to be another big platform that takes over?
I hope so. YouTube it's dog shit now. I mean, I love making content for people, but I don't like the restrictions that YouTube has, I feel like it's like a freedom of speech thing, Like, I think one of the worst thing that's ever happened in the history of social media is deplatforming Trump, Like,
He has his own website now, though.
yeah, I just
Oh,
think
yeah.
that, like, to take someone's voice away, like, he was still president when Twitter deplatformed him, Like, that's, like, scary censorship. That's censorship that I think
At
should
the
not
highest
exist
level.
anywhere, Because, like, whatever your stances are of him, he should be able to say what he wants to the people that care enough to follow him, Like, because, like, everyone can choose what they want to read, what they want to watch, what they want to listen to, for a very long time, everyone was kind of trapped in a box of content consumption. Like, you could only watch what was on TV or what movies were out. And, like, as soon as the internet came out, it, like, gave people the ability to search for whatever they were interested in, whatever they wanted to learn about. And that's why I'm such a huge fan of it. But, like, when you start taking people's voices away and start, like, telling people what they can and they can't upload, it's like the freedom aspect of it goes away. So I've heard a lot about Rumble. You guys know what Rumble is?
Yeah, I think they're based in like Sarasota or
Yeah.
right down
Yep.
south on the West Coast.
Yep. And they're not censoring people, and they're letting people upload the content that they want. And
Yeah,
I've
well,
heard
there's
some
always
good
going to be
things
that's
about it.
capitalism, right? When you see the wounded lion, there's always going to be someone else that's coming up to take his spot.
yeah,
No matter what, you can say whatever you want. There's always going to be someone that's going to want to going to fill that void.
Just blows my mind, like thinking back on, I don't know, we've been grinding YouTube forever. I'm just kind of looking for the next thing, you know. I really still enjoy filming commentary, and I enjoy uploading videos as they come. Like if I go on trips, we go snowboard and surf and do a bunch of awesome stuff. But like public pranks, we haven't done anything like that in years. You know, we kind of stepped away from all that. I mean, we did like the shark prank, and we did like Holly Boob, and like
The shark prank was
I want to
so
do like
sick.
super high quality pranks. Like
Yeah.
one of the ideas we have is we're gonna take that fake shark fin and like hook it up to Merrick on the beach, who's like got a fish on,
Mhm.
and have him hook up to a big shark. But we wanted to put him in one of those little orange inflatable boats, and like have him be like, "Oh, it's pulling on my line out," and he'll get in the boat and start like reeling in, and then have the fin come out of the water and just drag Merrick like 100 yards down the beach by like a giant fin in a little orange boat.
That is
So we have a couple
hilarious.
ideas for pranks that I think are just going to be absolutely magical and like just classic. Like everyone would love to see something like that. But
That would be so cool if you could like evolve the pranks and just keep them rolling and just evolve them into something just like cinema quality pranks, you know?
Oh, we have such good ideas. We've been working for so long to try to get the news to put fake Bigfoot footage out. It's been going on for like a year. And like we've been like sending in Bigfoot sightings from like all across South Florida. And we've actually had a couple news stations respond, but they're like, "Oh, well, footage isn't good enough. If you actually catch something on video, blah, 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 send it in next time." So
You're the fucking news. Come on.
we're still working on it. I think it's going to work. But like, I want to prank the whole United States. I would like to get Bigfoot on a news station in every state. And then you could say that you pranked the whole country.
I think China's doing a good job of pranking us already.
Yeah.
China.
China.
What do you think about World War III?
I think that
It's
the people
starting
that
right
are
now.
in charge are all fucking
World War
toddlers.
III, as we do this podcast right now, World War III is literally beginning.
Oh, that would suck. I hope not. Nobody's down for that though. Like the average person does not want like war to go to war. Like it wasn't as hard to draft people back like 100 years ago because or,
they
like, 50
arrested
years-
them if you didn't go.
Yeah, that too. But like also, the internet wasn't around. You know,
Yeah.
there was people weren't.
Making all sorts of money.
There's so much
Yeah.
information out there,
Yeah.
and there's so much that people have learned and can learn, and like I feel like war is just like it seems so
They can't.
stupid
It's like
and
they
so
can't-
foolish.
all
like,
the stupid
no one wants
stuff.
to go shoot people. Like I mean, I'm
Right.
sure there's some psychos out there, like you know, like, people don't want that. Like for anyone, and I don't know. War has always been a game about money, and it's crazy that the richest people that exist are so okay with just like such horrible things happening. Like billionaires have like the ability to really change the world in some awesome ways. They just don't, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't understand that. I never will. And I never understand like why people listen to these people. Like I don't know, especially with everything that's going on with COVID. Like people are so quick to just like comply and to just do what the government says. Like I don't trust anything the government tells me. And I think that's
Yeah.
very important to like question authority. You know,
Yeah.
I've seen what the Florida government has done for the water quality, and I can't trust them with how irresponsible they've been with just the quality of our oceans and of our waterways. Like they're so incompetent and they're so unwilling to fix such serious problems just because some billion-dollar industry makes $1 billion here. Like
What was it? The sugar industry in Florida that was contributing to all
sugar's
the.
bad. Phosphate mining's the worst. Phosphate mining
yeah.
is the worst thing that is plaguing.
And they
Florida.
funded a lot of Rick Scott's campaign, right?
Of course they did. Yeah, and like some of the biggest marine labs for water quality and research in Florida are funded by Mosaic, which is the multi-billion-dollar phosphate company. It's just like, as long as that keeps happening, I'm not trusting a word that our government says at all. Like if they need to give the people a reason to trust them. You know, I shouldn't have to be persuaded into trusting you. I should see what you're doing and want to trust you based on the actions that are taken by by the government. You know,
Yeah.
they need to do things that people see impacting their communities in a positive way. And like all I've seen is dead dolphins and manatees and sea turtles. So like they cannot blame me for not wanting to trust them when they have been extremely irresponsible. And like that's just Florida government, you know? Like the president knew about what was happening here. You know, President Trump signed that I think it was like $1 billion bill for a reservoir to be built south of Lake Okeechobee to contain the toxic water. Like, can you pull up Google Earth for me real quick? You guys want to see something crazy? What color is Florida?
What color is it?
From space.
Green?
Yeah. It was.
It's not green anymore?
South Florida's not looking too green anymore.
Really?
Yeah, you want to see
South Florida's mostly
south of Lake Okeechobee, the Everglades?
Swamp and mangroves, right?
It used to be.
Let's see it.
Go down a little bit. Look at past Lake Okeechobee.
Oh, yeah, the tip is browning a little bit.
Yeah, you see that?
And what is this from?
It's because the historic water flow of Florida goes from north to south. They built a reservoir around the south end of Lake Okeechobee to where water cannot flow from Lake Okeechobee into the Everglades anymore. They're sending it east and west.
Right.
So the Everglades are drying out.
Oh,
because of the restricted water flow. So like zoom into like Big Cypress National Preserve. Zoom in a little bit more. Like it's not looking good. No,
it looks a little dry for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Have you ever gone down there?
Like look at all that. That looks like shit up there. Yeah, and look at all the agriculture. That's why. It's because they don't want that small city there to flood. People shouldn't live there, for one. And water should be flowing from Lake Okeechobee down all the way down there, all the way through South Florida, but it's not, and it hasn't been for.
And what is the reason that they created those?
To prevent flooding, because people are stupid, and when houses flood, we build big walls and we send water elsewhere. Doesn't make any fucking sense.
To prevent flooding where, though?
From a small town south of Lake Okeechobee.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And like you see all that agriculture, like all those farms, that's like mostly sugar. But those shouldn't be there either. And water used to flow. Yeah, streams used to flow. Like when it would rain too much, water would overflow south. And I guess there was like a really big hurricane and it just flooded too much or something. I don't know, but yeah, we're restricting the historic water flow in Florida. It's another huge problem, and that's because our government's incompetent.
Have you ever seen Carlton Ward's page on Instagram? He is like the most legendary Florida photographer, wildlife photographer. You gotta pull it up. Look up Carlton Ward's Instagram page. He's like a super big really big activist for like preserving, like all the wildlife and like the undeveloped land in Florida. And I think he just got something passed. There was some big bill or law that was just passed where we had to keep a certain percentage of Florida undeveloped and natural. I forget what it was called. Go to his Instagram.
This is his website.
Yeah, but if you want to see his Instagram.
There it is.
It's the second link down.
There we go.
This guy is a Florida legend. He takes some of the fucking sickest. All his photography is Florida. He's got like these super high quality cameras all throughout the Everglades, throughout all the undeveloped land in Florida.
He's got like badass trail cams.
And they're motion cameras, right?
Nice.
So they take like super, like go down to that one of that panther down there, right there.
That manatee's sick.
Oh fuck! Log in. So like he gets these things of all these crazy animals like in the middle of the night, just going through his trail cams. And so much other
everybody
stuff.
who's lived here long enough, it's like my biggest thing is if people don't know, they can't care. So like educating people on what's going on with our water quality is very important. Something that I try to talk about frequently through like my YouTube videos. But every time I post videos about it, it seems like they're suppressed and they don't get recommended. And I don't know, whatever. That's another conspiracy for another day.
That's another thing I noticed with YouTube, with this podcast, is that the amount of people that watch it on YouTube fluctuates so much, but on Spotify it's always consistent. It's always like a consistent amount. Like the same people that are subscribed to it, they always listen to it. But on YouTube, it's the complete opposite. But yeah, Carlton Ward's super big into this. He's a super big activist for Florida wildlife. And,
You guys know about like Randall Carlson?
Yeah, he was on this podcast like a month ago.
You guys had him in here?
Yeah, he was sitting right where you are a month ago.
Really?
Yeah.
No way. That guy's a legend.
You didn't see it?
No, I
YouTube
didn't-
suppressed it.
I did not catch
YouTube
that one.
suppressed it. It's because he's a.
Koncrete, Randall Carlson. No way you got to
It's
sit
because
down
he's a
with this
Freemason. They suppressed it.
guy. I love this guy.
Dude, Randall rules, dude.
Dude, did he blow your guys' mind about all the cataclysmic events?
Oh, yeah.
And everything
Look,
in the
there he
history?
is, right
Oh
where you were
my
sitting.
gosh, what? I'm sitting in Randall's chair.
Randall is a fucking
He's
legend.
a goat. I would love to just like go on a trip with him to just like some crazy
He's doing some stuff in
He's
Tennessee.
always doing stuff.
He's doing some tours in Tennessee
Really?
right now, where he's touring some what?
Portugal too.
And Portugal. Oh yeah. So he's going to
Why humans need to leave Earth soon? What was his? What was the consensus here? He thinks that we're fucked.
I mean, does
Was
the
he
headline
talking-
have to have
Was he
anything to
talking
do
about
with?
the clock? Was he talking about like the clock of where the cataclysmic events like spike, like they're way more likely to happen in a short window of time?
Yeah, he's basically saying that every I think it was 400 to every 600,000 years there is an extinction level event from either volcanoes or asteroids.
No, he's saying every like 13,000 years. Or
No,
something.
that's the Younger Dryas. I think it's 600. I want to say it's 600,000 years. There is either a super volcano like the one that's underneath Yellowstone,
Yep.
or an insane asteroid, a group of asteroids that take out and
And what he
are
thinks that's
extinction level
happening
events.
soon.
Well, we are in a 100-year window right now of the exact anniversary of the last time Earth was wiped out by a supervolcano.
Wow.
So volcanoes are one thing,
And we're having some crazy
and the
Yeah,
ast-
one in the ocean.
volcanic activity lately.
and the asteroids is like, I don't know. I think they cycled every 12 to 13,000 years or something like that. But yeah, dude, that was a mind-bending podcast. With him.
he is he does his research. He's really smart. I've listened to hours and hours and hours of that guy talk. I'm definitely gonna watch his podcast.
It's a good one.
I bet everything he says is just
So we talked about
takes you on a deep journey into the history of mankind. You know, like he believes that humans have existed for long, long before what the history books say. You know, super interesting guy.
We talked about Atlantis, this lost city
Mm-hmm.
of Atlantis, and where he thinks it is.
Yep.
And he's going up there to do some filming and to go in a submarine around the Azores.
To try to find Atlantis.
You know where the Azores, like the
Nope.
Azores Plateau? It's
No
like
idea.
if you go up to Spain and you go directly out into the middle of the Atlantic. It's like halfway. It's like almost halfway between Greenland and Spain. And that's where he thinks Atlantis is, and he's going to go into a submarine and explore that's where the Azores is. That's where he thinks the lost city of Atlantis was.
That looks like somewhere that Atlantis would be.
So there's some submerged volcanoes and mountains right there,
Interesting.
and there's some crazy looking shit. Pull up some photos of the Azores on like Google Photo or whatever. This would be an epic trip for the Jug Squad. I
Go
think
to
there's
the
surf there
Azores.
too. There's
Is that where they filmed the beach?
there's good surf there.
It does look like the beach, right? Get rid of island, maybe.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's just Azores. Yeah. Yeah, there's some insane shit in the Azores.
That'd be so cool. I hope he discovers something that's like
Yeah.
groundbreaking.
So sick.
It's been like his life's work, you know.
Yeah. It's rare you find somebody who's dedicated that much of their life to one specific thing, geology.
Yeah, he's been on
And-
Rogan's podcast 3 times too, I'm pretty sure.
I think it's like 7 times.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
But he's like so into geography and cosmology, like
Yeah.
somebody who knows so much about the history of the earth and rocks, and
Mm-hmm.
then so much about the fucking stars and the planets. And
He's got it all on paper too. He
Fucking A.
compiles like so many other people's research, you know, he
Yeah.
takes everything and like collects all their thoughts and
mm-hmm.
all their facts and everything that they've learned, and yeah, he paints some really cool pictures. You guys watch the YouTube channel After School?
Mm-mm.
It's spelled with a K. It's one of my favorite channels that exists on YouTube, and it's just a guy who's really good at drawing, and he takes philosophers and politicians and comedians and influencers, and takes like passages of things that they've said, mostly philosophers, and he draws pictures to what they're saying. Yeah, if you click on any one of his videos. Yeah, like the last video he made was 8 days ago, Terrence McKenna. I try to watch
So sick.
one, you know, I made like a daily goal to watch one of this guy's videos a day because he just takes so many different wise people's words and makes really cool videos.
Okay, he does these super fast animated videos.
Yep. Yeah, he's really awesome channel though, because I mean, I feel like everything is very like inspired, like enlightened.
Yeah. Austin, can you turn the air on?
Calming assurance that comes.
So yeah, 10 out of 10 recommend this channel if you haven't
Terrence
checked it out.
McKenna,
Just
what
go
a
home
crazy
and
motherfucker.
check out his large library of videos and
Yeah.
find something you like and
I think that
check
at
it out.
the end of history, this is
You guys are familiar with like the Fibonacci sequence then, like, because Randall Carlson is a big, I mean, he works with Graham Hancock pretty closely, and Graham Hancock released the book Fingerprints of the Gods.
Mm-hmm.
You guys looked into that stuff?
Yeah, I read Fingerprints of the Gods.
Yeah, Fibonacci's crazy. Just like,
Explain it to people.
it's just a series of numbers, just like 1 + 2 is 3, 2 + 3 is 5, so on and so forth. And then if you take like a 1x1 box and you put it next to a 1x2 box and you put it next to a 2x3 box, yeah, it creates the perfect spiral that's been seen throughout all of nature. Waves, shells, your eye, you know, it's just, it's undeniable throughout the entire universe. And if you like count the amount of spirals on a pine cone or on a flower or on a tree, they'll like pretty much always add up to one of the Fibonacci sequences.
Uh-huh.
Like there's this other YouTube channel of this girl, and she takes all kinds of fruits and vegetables and plants and flowers and pine cones, and she draws on all of the spirals and counts all of them, and they just always add up to be a Fibonacci number.
Really?
Yeah.
And what does he equate that to? Like, what does he equate that to? Like,
They just call it like the fingerprint of the gods. It's just something that can't be explained yet it's everywhere, you know.
Mhm. Is it at all tied into the Anunnaki?
I don't know what that is.
Dude, Randall's a wild fucking guy.
Randall is a beast.
He
yeah.
knows some fucking, like, some of the shit that he told me, like, about the moon and, like, about how the moon could possibly be hollow. Have you ever heard the story about how they ran a satellite in the moon?
Oh yeah, and
rang
it like
a bell?
reverberated for like
Yeah.
60 hours or
Yeah.
something crazy. Yes, I did hear about that. It rung like a bell.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
I forgot about that.
There's so much crazy shit. And he was saying, you know, one of the things I asked him about when he was on here, I was like, so if you were in charge of like our species on Earth,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what? And you knowing everything that you know, because no one can possibly know what you know, Randall. What would you do right now? Like, what should we be doing right now? He's like, the number one priority for us right now should be to preserve our species, is to get us onto the moon, like get us living on the moon as soon as possible. I'm like, not Mars or anything. He's like, no. He's like, Mars is gonna take too long. Blah blah. There's all these problems. with Mars.
Elon thinks that Mars is in the near future.
Yeah, Elon says it's gonna be. How long does he say it's gonna be? Like
He said,
50, 100 years?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was even less than that, but he seems very confident in his rocket's abilities, and oh man,
But the moon is gonna have to be an intermediary
for
point
sure.
to the Mars.
yeah,
So he's like, the first thing we should do is get on the fucking moon, because if something happens on Earth, we need a way to at least get some of us off the Earth
oh my god,
to preserve our species, because he truly believes
that there's gonna
that
be
there's an
another
extinction
cataclysmic
extinction
on the
event
way.
coming very soon.
Wow, and we're in that 100-year window right now.
Yes, for not only the asteroids but the super volcanoes.
Would you go to the moon if everybody started moving there?
Shit, I mean, what kind of life is that? You know.
What
I'll
if-
probably
if
just
the
catch
planet's gonna
the
end?
wave that
The last
the
ride?
last tsunami. Yeah, I'll
There's
just
no
go
waves.
paddle out.
There's no surf on the moon.
Yeah, no, he's talking an event though that would be like everything ends, like a shockwave so powerful that like you just
Yeah.
die instantly. Yeah.
Well, yeah, not only, I mean, instantly, like, it depends how close you are to.
Yeah.
Like they're saying if I think I watched the Yellowstone documentary. They said if the volcano erupted
It would
in
be a
Yellowstone,
slow death for all of us.
it would be everyone in the U.S. would die within a couple weeks. Obviously, in like the 500-mile vicinity of the volcano, instant death. But the entire United States would take a couple weeks, and then it would eventually get over to Europe.
And we would run out of oxygen, right?
Yeah, and it would black out the skies. Shit would die,
and everything would have to rebuild.
oh my god, dude! Could you imagine, like when hurricanes come here and we lose power for a week or two, like Irma? Remember Irma?
Yeah, and dude, I feel like that volcano, the last one that erupted in the ocean, like that was a real wake up call
That
for
was
people.
insane.
Like life as we know it can change like that. Like everything, like all it. And that's another problem that I have with like grinding TikTok and like putting all my time into something that doesn't like serve me or the planet. I want to do stuff that I enjoy. Like I feel like our days are numbered. Obviously they are numbered, but I don't know if I got next week to look forward to. So I kind of try to like live fast and just try to do everything that is on my bucket list essentially. But I've been traveling so much lately that I am also happy to get home and work on some other projects and do some other stuff and teach people about history, because like just like Randall is such a beast just because he's super passionate about it, through fossil exploration, like finding all the megalodon teeth and all the mammoth stuff that we find. Like I've learned so much about planet Earth.
How did you
I've
get
learned
into
so
doing
much
that?
about Florida. I've just been finding shark's teeth my whole life. And with the birth of the internet, you become like aware of a lot of stuff that you didn't know about. And I saw people scuba diving for megalodon teeth, and I saw people digging. Like I just went on YouTube, shark tooth hunting Florida, and I find videos of people walking around on construction sites finding giant megalodon teeth. I'm like, what? This is insane. So we got a tip to go. I'm not even going to say the tip online that we got. We got like a general area. It's like, hey, if you go somewhere around here and you find a construction site and they dug down deep enough, there will be shark's teeth there. So it was raining one day, and we heard, rain's a good time to go shark's tooth hunting because the rain washes away the sand and it leaves the big stuff. All the fine sand goes away and all the big teeth get left behind.
Are you talking about Venice, Florida?
We were near Venice, yeah.
Okay.
But like there's like
That place is famous for shark's teeth.
Yeah, it's the shark tooth capital of the world.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah,
Wow.
it's Casperson's Beach.
The
It's
pier is
shark
called
tooth capital.
Sharky's Pier.
So from Venice to South Carolina, there's shark's teeth.
Okay.
Yeah, I think even further up than that. And but Florida has the most well-preserved shark's teeth on the planet. Like the highest
Really?
quality teeth on the planet come from Florida. Like there is nowhere on the planet that people will pay such a premium on price for shark's teeth than the teeth that come out of Florida. I don't know what that is. It has to do with like the phosphorus in the ground. It has to do with all the minerals that were here. Because like Florida's been underwater several times. Like probably dozens of times. And yeah, you can find megalodon teeth all across the whole state. And we're really trying to buy land right now because we want to preserve those fossils. There's so much development going on right now. And when they develop all these neighborhoods on this land, they're destroying so much history. So we're just trying to buy like 20 acres, 30 acres, 50 acres, something like that, so we can excavate it for fossils and, conserve what's left there before the whole entire fucking state of Florida is developed and the whole United States moves here. It's full, dude. It
Yeah,
really,
they're
like,
coming.
my
They're already
hometown
here.
is not as enjoyable as it once was. Like I love where I live because it's like quiet beach town.
Yeah.
Like, they're trying to build a fucking parking garage behind Krabby Bill's.
Oh,
Like
Really?
somewhere between Central Ave and Fifth Ave, like
Yeah.
that strip, they're trying to build like a 3-story parking garage.
Really?
Yeah, and they're like trying to like be like hush hush about it, and like all the residents found out. Now there's like an uproar online.
They don't want it to happen.
Hell no! I posted about it. I was like, "Yo, you come to this city hall meeting. Oppose this. This is dog shit."
Yeah.
People are like, "Oh, it'll
Trying to turn it
it'll
into
free up
Clearwater
all
Beach.
it'll free up all the people that park in the neighborhoods." It's like, no, it won't. It'll
gonna
just
fill it
make
with
more
more
people come here.
Right.
Yeah, like if you want parking garages, go to Clearwater Beach.
Yeah.
Please, just get out of here. Like it's bad enough that there's dozens of townhomes popping up everywhere. You know, it's not, dude. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, 3 days in a row during the week in the winter, every beach access parking lot completely slammed. I've never seen that before this time of year, you know?
It's been like that for a couple years.
I mean, no, and the last 2 years, like, I don't know.
You would know
COVID
better than
scared
anybody.
everybody, bro. COVID scared everybody.
Yeah,
away.
it did.
You know, there was a point in time where I could go on the beach. There was not a single person on the beach because the beach was closed.
Was that during COVID? Really?
They closed the beaches down. You guys don't remember that?
Yeah,
They
I do
would not
remember
let
that.
people on the beach.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
They had the
dude.
accesses all blocked off. They
Yup.
had cops blocking them
Yup.
with barricades and everything.
Fucking
It was so
dumb.
gnarly. It
Yeah.
was so dumb. Can we agree that COVID is bullshit? Everyone in Florida's over it.
That was the
Oh, yeah.
dumbest fucking
my
thing
God.
ever.
Why would you block the beach?
They
Like,
do the dumb, and they're still doing the dumbest shit.
And everyone's just super okay with, like,
Not
I don't know.
everybody, but a lot of people.
a lot of people. Dude, it's like,
People are pussies. A lot of people are
dude,
pussies.
like the companies that are making these vaccines are some of the, like, least trusted companies in the medical field that have ever existed. There's been, like, multi-million-dollar lawsuits against these companies for, like, impractical drug use and just, like, the list is endless of all the shit that they've done wrong, and, like, everybody's just so okay. Like, did you know that the COVID vaccine is the most profitable medical product in history? Like, Pfizer made $49 billion in 1 year off of selling the vaccines, making it the most profitable medical product of all time.
I believe it.
Like, that shouldn't happen because, like, Russell Brand just did a podcast. Like,
I love
a
that
vaccine that's supposed to help the entire planet should be made with the best interest of people's health. They made it with the best interest of making the most money.
Right.
So, like, when a company's drive is stock and to keep their shareholders happy and to make as much money as possible, they're probably not going to put as much time as they possibly can into making sure that it's a great product.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Like, it wouldn't make sense. It's not a good business move. So, like, historically, all they've done is what is, you know, like, they came out with a medicine that was, like, really good for some specific disease. I don't remember exactly what it was, but once it became a really popular medicine, it was marked up, like, 7,000% from when they released it because it became popular. And because once it's worked and once they knew that people needed it, they can charge a lot more for
Yeah.
it. So, like, when their interest as a company is to make money and not release a product that is affordable and that makes sense for their consumer, like, how is the whole entire planet just going to all of a sudden trust this corporation that's interest is making money?
Did you know that I think
And then once you start mandating it, once you start
Oh, yeah,
saying
that's the
people
worst.
have to take
Fucking
something that is
ridiculous.
made by a company that people didn't fucking trust before, you know, it's like, what, like, am I
Come on.
speaking a foreign language here, or is this ridiculous? Like,
No, it's
is
totally-
it ridiculous
it's totally
that
nuts.
you will get shamed for saying no, and that you can't go to certain countries because you didn't want to take a drug that was created by criminals? You know, like, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
Did you know that I think it's 75 to 80%? I think that was the stat we talked about with Dom D'Agostino. 75. This guy, I had this guy on here who's he's a nutritional research scientist and a neuroscientist, and we were talking about how the United States, out of all the clinical research, the billions of, I forget the price, but it's in like the tens of billions of dollars every year for clinical research funding. Between 80 and 90% of it goes to drugs instead of shit like diet or psychological stuff or anything like that. It's all just based on drugs, on remedies. Not
That's the
remedies,
thing, is,
but
like, God, everyone's becoming such a pussy too. Like, it's like you have to be okay with what everyone wants for themselves. And, like, that's okay, but, like, also we shouldn't be just, like, allowing people to just, like, eat McDonald's every day until they die, or, like, only eat candy, or, like, only eat ice cream. You know, like, there needs to be a line drawn. Like, they don't preach health on any of the mainstream outlets. You know, like, when COVID first came out, it's like, hey, like, the sun is really good. Like, we need to treat this as what we've always treated viruses. Like, if it's something that that harms your lungs, get your lungs open up, get outside, get your cardio going, make sure you're breathing, make sure you get your heart, just preaching like healthy lifestyles. It's like gone. And it's just like, you can't call like a fat person fat because it's offensive nowadays. But like also like we need to like coach these people that aren't healthy into being healthier instead of just being like, everyone's like, it's okay to like be 300 pounds overweight. And it's like, I don't hate you for it, but like, I would like to tell you what you can do to make the quality of your life better,
Right. And don't
don't
weaponize it against other people.
Yeah, and then it's just like, I don't know, it's like all the movement, like big is beautiful. Like, yeah, like everyone's beautiful, everybody is beautiful, but like also you, like healthy is, like being healthy is important, or else you don't live very long, I don't know. It's just everyone's getting too sensitive. Like, you should be able to say what you want. That's why I want to do stand-up comedy too, because I feel like if you're a comedian, there's almost like it's you're allowed to cross lines. You're allowed to like cross boundaries for the sake of comedy. And I don't know. I just feel like I'd really enjoy myself. I've been working on routine for like 4 years now.
Have you?
Yeah, and like very soon I'm just gonna go to an open mic night. And
have you ever done any open mic nights?
Never, not once.
Really?
Yeah, but I've written a lot of material that I'm convinced is really funny. I'll watch a lot of stand-up comedians specials, and a lot of the time they're really not that funny. A lot of the time, like, I write better stuff than this, I know for a fact. And I won't step to like somebody like Dave Chappelle or like Daniel Tosh or Richard Pryor. Like, those guys are all absolutely goated, But like, I was watching Kevin Hart's last stand-up, and he's like, this whole COVID thing hasn't made me feel comfortable. I don't like leaving my house, so that's why we're doing this in my house. And he's got like people perfectly 6 feet apart, like scattered across like this theater room, I guess, in his house. Like, everyone's double masked, and like he's doing jokes about COVID. And like, I watched it for like 30 minutes and I didn't laugh once. And I turned it off, and I was like, I'm funnier than at least that,
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been working on it. I think it's gonna be good, but that's one of my like bucket list things.
You got
to do a stand-up routine. To have a stand-up special.
When are you gonna start doing open mic nights?
Soon, like sometime like this month or next month.
Yeah. You're just gonna show up unannounced to random small comedy clubs and just start doing it, see what happens.
Yeah, just like see if I can draw some laughs, like practice my style. Maybe go have a cameraman come and film. Just like, I don't know. I want to get my feet wet. I feel like it's like ripping off a Band-Aid. It's just something that I need to go and do. And it's like Dave Chappelle said, he was so nervous the first time that he did stand-up, and went out there, enjoyed it, went to go do something at the Apollo, got booed off stage, and then it was just like, that was the worst. Like, nothing can hurt me now. Like, he said he just went through it and then never stopped.
I saw the funniest. I went to the best stand-up show I've ever been to.
Who?
Last week. Tim Dillon.
I don't know who that is.
You know who Tim Dillon is?
No.
Oh my God, dude. He is the funniest motherfucker in the world. You have to watch. You have to listen to his podcast. He does this like monologue type podcast where he's kind of like, he's like the gay younger version of Alex Jones.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Imagine Alex Jones, but like in his his mid-30s and gay.
I'm going to check him
and
out.
a little bit overweight. And he's like super into crypto and like metaverse shit, and he's super into conspiracy theories, and dude, he's kind of like right wing too.
Interesting.
Funny as
I'll check him
fuck.
out.
This guy. That's the kind of shit you find on Tim Dillon's Twitter page.
Interesting.
The fucking
Wait,
deep
Tim
dark.
Dillon posted that?
Yeah, the deep dark wormholes of conspiracies.
Holy shit.
But that's like it's kind of like the same thing with COVID. When 9/11 happened, they just found more ways to control us and take more power with the Patriot Act and the Iraq War, and with COVID they're trying to do the same thing. I just heard something about they're trying. Which country is it? The UK is talking about. Great Britain's talking about creating their own type of digital currency. That's it's like a coupon. So it's think of like a crypto. They want to create their own cryptocurrency, but it's centralized, so they can control what you can use your money for. So they can say you can go
Sounds terrible.
You can take your money that you make every week at your
use
job,
this much for that,
and you can use exactly. You can use it to buy this kind of food, or you can use it to buy that. So they can literally control what you buy.
It's like Black Mirror episode.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it really
for
is
real.
just like a Black Mirror episode.
Yeah, I'm chilling on all that craziness. Dude, and that's like, world's supposed to be more simple. Like, there's too much noise. Like, there's too much.
You can
People
grow
get
your own food.
so crazy and so wrapped up in everything that goes on in their phones and like what they see in the news and like, oh God, just 100 years ago we didn't have these things and like life was so much more simple. Like, have you ever considered what your life would be like for the next few weeks if you did not use a computer or a phone? Like, what would you do?
I never even thought about it.
Yeah.
I'd be on the beach somewhere.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd be on the beach somewhere. I'd be surfing. Maxed out pipe with Nathan Florence with my life flashing before my eyes.
Well, like, think about that. Like, think about a year. Like, what would the next year of your life look like without technology?
Never thought about it. People need to think about that.
Yeah.
What would you do?
Probably along the lines of the same stuff that I do anyways, you know.
Shark's teeth?
I love the internet and I love technology and I love editing and going down rabbit holes and learning and the metaverse and crypto and NFTs and whatever it is. It's all, I love it. I think it's awesome. I think it's very positive. It can be used in a very positive way. But I like the real world way more, you know? I'd rather go surfing. I'd rather go skating. I'd rather go golf. I'd rather go hunt for megalodon teeth. I'd rather go paddleboard, go out on the beach. Like, I really enjoy being outside. And, like, one of my favorite things that I've started obsessing over the last few years is getting videos and pictures of storms, like supercells and lightning and time lapses. Like, man, I filmed. Did you see the lightning strikes I filmed last year?
I did.
Yeah.
I filmed, in my opinion, some of the most uniquely captured lightning strikes that have ever been filmed by anyone. And it wasn't because of my skill as a videographer. I just was in the right place at the right time for the right lightning strike, you know? Like, the slow-mo guys took their $200,000 red camera, you know, and went and filmed lightning at 60,000 frames per second in 4K, you know? But the lightning type of lightning that they were shooting wasn't as impressive as, you know, what Mother Nature has to offer. It's like going and shooting IRB versus pipeline. It's like,
What kind of lightning were they shooting?
they were just shooting like
Amateur
cloud
lightning.
to ground lightning, just like quick,
Rookie
like bolts,
lightning.
like boom. But there's like there's a lot of different types of lightning, and there's different like levels to where the lightning strikes in the atmosphere. And like, I've learned that like anvil crawler lightning, the lightning that crawls across the bottom of the cloud, is some of the best lightning to
Didn't I
shoot
read something
videos
recently?
of.
It was like the biggest lightning strike was recorded or
Yeah, I
something.
just did a video about that,
Oh,
and
that
the
was you
biggest rogue
probably,
wave. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, it was your video.
Yeah, yeah.
The rogue wave and the lightning. I think I sent it to you.
yeah.
What was the deal with the rogue wave? The rogue wave.
A rogue wave is defined as a wave that is more than twice as big as the swell surrounding it. So if it's like 2 to 4 foot and there's just like a 9 to 10 foot wave that comes out of nowhere, that would be considered a rogue wave. So it was the biggest rogue wave that's ever been recorded in
How
history.
big?
It was around like 78 feet. Did you pull it up? Type in Juke Squad real quick.
Did you figure out
on
what it
YouTube?
was from? Or did anybody figure out what it was from?
It was like, it's just like, according to all the data that we've gathered in the, with all the buoys, a wave like that only happens once every, like, it's the biggest rogue wave, yeah, that one. Every 1,300 years. Yeah, that was the odds that we've gathered. You're going to want to pause real quick and then scroll your mouse across the bottom so I can see the timestamp. Yeah, keep going. I talk about the lightning first. Keep going, keep going, keep going. We just want to find a buoy. Yeah, go back a little bit. Yeah, right there. Now go full screen.
Where is this?
This is off the coast of Canada.
The coast of Canada.
I forget, actually.
Like
I
in this-
just did a video on this. But
In the Atlantic?
But look, so watch.
All right.
So that's the first wave of the set.
Oh, shit.
Watch this next one.
That was a long swell. Oh shit, the bottom's falling out.
Yo.
Oh.
Literally off the chart.
Imagine you're out on a boat out there, like a fishing boat or something, and that rogue wave just shows
Yeah.
up.
Bro, if
So
the
that was
swells
the-
are that big, you do not want to be
That
out
was
there.
the
in a fishing
biggest
boat.
rogue wave ever captured
Really?
by buoy, yeah.
That's
Pretty
insane.
nuts. I thought that was worth doing a
Imagine
commentary
Shane
on.
Lee out there.
See, I like doing.
The
I like
rogue
making.
wave hits.
I like making videos about stuff that's like fascinating to me. Like I saw that, I was like, this is insane. And then I
That's
saw the
right.
lightning, like the biggest lightning strike that's ever been captured
Yeah.
or recorded. It was like last week too. I was like, damn, these both happened within, not very far of each other. It's kind of crazy to think about.
That is crazy. Lightning is insane.
What kind of hurricane season are we gonna have?
I don't know.
Like
know,
shit's
yeah.
charging.
We've been
Last
pretty lucky.
year's hurricane season was fucking nuts.
Last year was probably the most consistent surf I've ever seen.
We
on
had a
the
hurricane
Gulf.
every week.
Dude, I surfed probably like 60 or 70 days where it was like above waist high and
Yep.
glassy. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure there was like 9 or 10 days in a row that I was surfing every single day outside of 25th because there was just always waves.
I
Like
think
one
it-
storm, another storm. Or like storms were sitting out there for like an entire week. It would take a week to cross the Gulf. We were just getting so much swell.
Does that
I got
wave
so
still break like
barreled
that?
last year.
Does that wave still break on 25th? That like peeling left-hander
No. Unfortunately.
where
no.
they dredged it?
No, that was done after that first swell.
Dude, that
Tell
was
you
unreal.
what, though, you know
when
where
that-
it is going to be absolutely off the charts? Is Channel 3, the other side of Sand Key.
Mhm.
They're dredging the whole inside of the pass right there. They're
Are
putting
they?
a ton of sand in. It's going to make
Really?
a gnarly sandbar out there. And I think the surf there is going to be nuts.
That'll be fun.
I've been surfing there for fucking 15 years. So
Yeah.
I've never,
That's
like,
like
hardly
the-
ever see anyone surf there ever. So if people start surfing there, I'll just drop in on them.
Just roll right into Shepherd's.
Yeah.
Go get a drink.
Yeah, that place is like legendary for being like a famous skimboarding spot, right?
Yeah, but the surf gets kind of
Yeah.
nuts there.
I've never seen it like that big though, but like the biggest I've ever seen is like waist
I've gotten
high.
shacked there. I've seen
What?
it like head high, but out past the Opal Sands.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Favorite hotel in Clearwater, by the way.
The Opal Sands,
Yeah,
even
place
more
is
than the Sand
super
Pearl.
nice. I finally got arrested for the channel too, Danny. We have that in common now. Oh my god.
Hell yeah. Oh, I was arrested before you were on your
Yeah.
own YouTube channel.
Yeah, you were the first one to go to jail.
Oh yeah.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
That was the last time I was in jail. That was great.
Was it the first time?
That wasn't the first time. But that was the most recent time.
Damn. Yeah, I still got community service. It's no fun. I gotta probably get that
For the
done.
Holly Boob.
Mhm.
What
Worth it.
I wanted to
Totally worth
ask
it.
you about your lucid dreams. What happened?
Just making sure.
Not in focus?
It's feeling better.
Oh fuck.
You don't want to put it there.
Beautiful as ever.
How'd you get into lucid dreams? And how does that whole thing work?
I don't know how I got into lucid dreams. I think I just read something online that talked about conscious dreaming, just the concept of being awake in your dreams. And I was a teenager at the time. Like I'd never even, like I've dreamed my whole life. Like, and from a very young age, I was writing down my dreams because they were just so crazy. I'd go on crazy adventures. And somebody told me when I was really young that if I write down all my dreams and I fill up a journal, I'll have a really cool book of all my dreams someday. And I was like, oh, that sounds cool. So I would do that, and then I became aware of the concept or the perspective of being awake while dreaming, and it just completely blew my mind. I was like, what? You can like be conscious while being asleep? And it just like, I don't know, just kind of like shook me in a weird way, and I started researching it more, and I started looking into performing reality checks, which is where you ask yourself if you're dreaming when you're not dreaming. So like right now, I'd be like, am I dreaming? I don't think so. One of the another good thing to do is to like ask yourself how you got here, because typically in a dream you don't remember arriving there. You're kind of just like thrown into a situation.
Mm-hmm.
So I do that, and I would do that like several times a day. I would even take a Sharpie and put like a mark on my hand, and every time I saw the mark, I would do a reality check or like set alarms on my phone, and like several times a day just question reality, just contemplate if anything looks weird. And when you're dreaming, if you ask yourself if you're dreaming, or if you ask yourself how you got somewhere, or if it seems weird, it'll just be different. Like, how did I get here? Like, I have no fucking idea how I got here. And that's like kind of a trigger. Like,
Then
just,
you realize
I
you're
just
dreaming.
questioned reality enough, and then I would, while
So-
I was sleeping, I would ask myself if I was dreaming. I'd realize I was dreaming. I'd get really excited. And the first time that I ever became lucid, I got so excited that I just like watched the dream just like deteriorate. Like the floor of the dream fell out, and I just like woke up in my bed, and I was like, whoa. And I learned online that you have to learn to stay calm and stay focused, because if you get too excited, you're just going to wake yourself up.
Really?
And I just started exploring, going deeper and deeper into what was possible in my dreams, and I created like a bucket list for dreaming. There's like things that I wanted to do, and there's things that I still want to do. And one of the things was I wanted to be able to make objects change with my hands or with my thoughts. And I was in a dream. I still vividly remember this. And a car was driving by, and I knew I was dreaming. And I was like, and I went like that, and the car flipped and like crashed and exploded.
It's like
and it was so loud, and it was so gnarly. And it was like, I don't know, when you're dreaming and you're lucid dreaming, like you're actually there. Like there's nothing that, like it's not as any different than what we're doing right now, except for the only limits in your dreams are the limits that you create in your head. So one of the other big goals that I had was to fly. I really wanted to fly in my dream. But like, if I stand up right now and I try to fly off the ground, it's not going to work. And I will never be able to convince myself that it's possible, because it's not. But like, if you, while you're dreaming, can just take something that's impossible and know that it's possible, if you can convince yourself that you can fly in your dream, it's weird. Half the time I can, and half the time I can't. Like half the time I'll like be light and I'll feel like less weight, but like I'll jump and I'll like kind of like moon jump. Like I won't actually fly. But like there's just some times where I just have like the free perspective that like I can just see myself floating and I just feel weightless. Like it's a hard perspective to acquire, to allow yourself to be okay with like yourself flying. Like it's just, it's like, cause it's not something people
you
think
gotta step
about.
out
It's
of the
not,
norm.
yeah, you don't like I can't fly. Like people don't fly. Like if you can like, if you can purely see it in your head and you can see yourself flying when you're dreaming, you'll start flying. And I would just fly around and just like, it's the most free, like craziest feeling ever. But you know what's cooler than flying is breathing underwater. That is the craziest lucid dreaming experience I've ever had in my entire life, is knowing that I'm dreaming and swimming underwater and knowing that
You can't drown surfing
I
Mavericks.
can't drown. Yeah, exactly. I've made waves come out of the ocean. I've surfed the biggest waves that I've ever seen while lucid. I'll get into more stuff that I've done in my dreams that kind of relate back to reality in a second, but God, it's just, it's absolutely mind-blowing.
So is it like you, when you're awake, you make it a habit of asking yourself if you're dreaming, so that it becomes such a habit?
You just have to contemplate dream perspectives, like what, like how you just have to see yourself lucid dreaming. You have to see yourself in a dream consciously aware that you're dreaming. You have to create that perspective in your head. Like I am a firm believer that like us as humans, like our minds are capable of things that like people can't even comprehend. Like I think that like everyone's like kind of connected, and like I don't know, you can feel people's energy. Like it's like when you know what somebody's gonna say before they say it. It's just like an intuitive thing. Oh man, just the whole topic. I kind of have been off of it for a little while, but I still dream like every single night. I have crazy dreams. Most of the time they're just dreams that I like thoroughly enjoy. I haven't been lucid as much lately, but one of the ways that I have been becoming lucid is by having nightmares, because if something terrible is happening in a dream, like super terrible, I question reality, and I realize when something like if somebody's holding a gun, or like you have just crazy nightmares, you know, people have nightmares, always go lucid, because I always realize that it's a dream. I've actually had dreams where people are chasing me with guns. It's like the scariest situation you can ever imagine, because you're about to die, or so you think. And it's like, wait, this is a dream. This isn't actually happening. Turn around, guy with the gun, take the gun from him. He goes, here you go. It's your dream now. I just start flying, start doing whatever I want. But what's crazy about dreams is it's really hard to take information from like reality into the dream world. Most of the time, like dreams are emotions and perspectives and situations, you know? Like a dream doesn't have to be a place, and it doesn't have to be a conversation. It can be a feeling, you know? Like you have dreams that are scary. You have dreams that are like about love. You have dreams that are happiness. You have dreams that are like about fear. Like there's a whole bunch of different types of like dreams, like I said, it doesn't have to be a place or a conversation. It can be just like strictly a feeling. And it can almost always be equated to something that happened to you in real life. Like, I've had dreams where, like, there was a dream, I was at Gasparilla and some lady, like, fell off the side of one of the drawbridges. She was, like, trying to climb down and she fell, and, like, we had all these people, like, helping lift her up. And then, like, it was either the next night or a couple nights later, I, like, had another dream that it was, like, a similar situation where I was, like, helping somebody, like, out of some, like, place. But when I thought about at Gasparilla and when I thought about it in the dream, it was, like, the same exact situation. So, like, you ever hear somebody say sleep on it? Mm-hmm. It's like, yeah, well, if you haven't made your mind up on this, you should probably just sleep on it. It's because your brain goes through everything that happened the day before while you're asleep. Your mind is subconsciously processing every conversation, every interaction, everything that happened to you that day. So, like, if you surf all day, you're probably going to have dreams about surfing. If you golf all day, you'll probably
sleep better than I've ever slept in my life.
Yeah. Sometimes when you get too exhausted too, you won't have as vivid of dreams because you're like so deep in your subconscious. But oh man, I could talk about dreaming forever. That's one of the most fascinating things ever. But like I was talking about breathing underwater. Like there was like this bridge, right? And on each side of the bridge, there's like crystal clear like streams, and it's almost like a giant like concrete structure, but it's like indoor and outdoor. It's not like I'm inside of a place. It's like I'm inside of like a old structure on the side of a river, like in a jungle somewhere, and there's these crystal clear streams, and there's all these underwater caves, and like all the caves are like well lit, and like when you swim down in a cave, it opens up to this giant room, and there's all these fish and everything, and I'm lucid, and I jump in the water, and I like, you get that tightness feeling in your chest. I was just like, this is a dream. There's nothing that can hurt me here. I can swim underwater, and I should be able to be relieved. Like, because I've had dreams where I'm breathing underwater, but I just feel myself breathing in my bed. It's like not like I'm actually breathing in the dream. I can feel like myself laying in my bed, and I feel myself like breathing in reality. But like I'm holding my breath in the dream, but I'm still like feeling my chest being relieved. And then there's other lucid dreams where I'm in the water and I know that I'm dreaming, and I open my mouth and I like breathe in water, and I feel like the cold water fill up my lungs, and it relieves me. Like I don't choke, like I feel relieved, and I'm just like breathing in this. It's like it like goes from being like heavy, thick water to like it feels like cold air almost, But like perspectives in your dreams can shift so quickly because like it is an imprint of your subconscious mind. It's not actually like a real place. Like what's crazy about lucid dreaming is you have to maintain your focus on the fact that you're lucid, or else you'll get distracted and you'll snap back into a dream. Like I never ever remember a lucid dream ending. I just continue dreaming, unless I wake up. But like oh man, it's interesting. It's like,
it's so sick.
It's so gnarly. Like I think it's something everyone should take some time and learn about, because it has absolutely changed my life. Like in a small way would be, I was lucid at IRB skate park. In my dream, I knew that it was a dream, and I'm at the skate park, and I suck at going front side on the rail. Like I'd never done frontside 50-50s before. And I was like, oh, I'm dreaming. Like I can't get hurt. Drop in, grind across the whole thing, do it a couple times, start skating, start shredding. And I woke up and I was like, damn, like that was so easy. Went straight to the skate park, dropped in, 50-50 grind frontside, first try. I'd never done it before besides in my dream, but the dream gave me the confidence that I needed and the perspective to where like I went in person and did it like unimaginably better than I would have if I didn't have that dream. Like it wasn't even a question that the dream helped me. Like the dream is the reason why I landed that trick. And there's all of the most like the smartest minds like Nikola Tesla and Albert Einstein and Neil deGrasse Tyson, like they're all lucid dreamers. They all talk about lucid dreaming.
Do they really?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, look up like Albert Einstein. Look up famous lucid dreamers on Google. Maybe there'll be a list of people that might pop up. Yeah,
first one is like Tim Dillon and Alex Jones.
Bill Clinton.
Oh, crazy.
Oh man, Salvador Dali.
Yeah, there you
Christopher
go.
Nolan, Leonardo DiCaprio, Stephen King.
Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio. That's
Stephen
why I'm telling you, a lot of that
Hey,
sounds just like that Inception movie.
Inception
Yeah.
is about lucid.
That's
it's
what
a
it
movie
is.
about lucid
It's the
dreaming.
same way with
and
like, the
after you
floor
have this
falling out and
conversation,
shit.
like rewatch that movie and think about
So sick.
being lucid. It's like a dream
Well,
inside a dream. You know?
Stephen King, I gotta discredit him because he wrote his best books while he was doing mountains of cocaine at the same time.
Why would that discredit him?
I don't know.
That's extra credit as far as I'm
Extra
concerned.
credit.
I
yeah.
really lucid
because he
dreaming
wasn't
is so
sleeping.
cool.
That's why.
It's fascinating. It's absolutely fascinating to me. And it's like, I don't know. People limit themselves. Like, we're on a rock orbiting around a fireball in infinite space, and people want to, like, limit themselves to, like, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. It's like, yo, last night I was breathing underwater, flying, and making mountains come out of the ocean inside my mind. Like, I've had such vivid dreams all night. Like, I had a string of lucid dreams one night, and I was like downhill longboarding, and I was surfing, and I was like doing all this crazy shit, what seemed like a 6-hour adventure. Like, I was like, my mind was conscious the whole entire night, and then I woke up, and it had seemed like the day before that night, and the next day it was all one timeline. Like, and I like started feeling like my potential was infinite because like my mind never rested, and I was going on these like. I'll wake up in the morning sometimes just like absolutely pumped and stoked because I had the sickest dreams ever. And like, I don't know, like that feeling of flying like and breathing underwater and doing all these incredible things, like that makes you feel like, I don't know, like you've taken over the world, like you're invincible. Like it's yeah, it kind of makes me speechless. It's just the craziest shit that you can ever imagine like is possible inside your own head while you're supposedly like resting. Like,
Have you ever had? I'm sure you have.
like out of body experiences. That's like, that's it. You're not, you're there, but you're not there. You know, it's like it just like changes reality for you.
Have you ever been in a situation where you had your life flash before your eyes?
Yeah, like a lot of times.
Isn't it? How
I have like
crazy
a top
is that?
10 near-death experience video on YouTube.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Dude, that is the craziest thing ever.
Lightning is one of the gnarliest. Probably I think I'd never thought that I was dead more than when lightning struck really close to me. It's happened to me twice.
It's a weird thing. It's a weird like dream state you go into.
Mm-hmm.
I've done it mostly like drowning, like when I think I'm gonna drown. Like I've done it when I've been free diving through like underwater caves.
Mm-hmm.
Like one time, the first time it happened to me, I was free diving through an underwater cave, and I couldn't find the exit.
Mm-hmm.
And I was swimming as fast as I fucking could, and there was no exit. And I was like 20
I'm
feet
gonna
underwater,
die. Yeah.
and I'm just like, I'm dead. I'm probably gonna die here. And like my whole life flashed before my eyes. Everything that happened in my life from as far back as I can remember.
Yep.
And that's like, that was super weird.
You ever done DMT?
Never done
You
DMT.
should do it on the podcast. That'd be super
Have
dope.
you?
Yeah,
No.
we should
Oh.
do it.
I'd be down. Shane knows where to get it.
No, he doesn't. Who's
Yeah.
listening?
But yeah, when your life flash.
I'd like to try it though.
How many times has that happened to you? Would you say?
I don't know. I have no idea. A lot. Many.
Drowning, like
Drowning
in the ocean.
I've never thought I was gonna drown.
No?
Really. I've gotten to where I was like, oh shit, like if I get a little bit more fucked up, I might be to the point to where I'm like, I might drown. Like, I've gotten winded in the ocean before,
Mhm.
but I've never like genuinely been scared that I've genuinely been scared that I was gonna drown. I have such like, I feel so at peace in the ocean, and
Yeah.
I've gotten my ass kicked by such massive waves in Cabo.
Mm.
And I feel like I've gotten really fortunate. You know, I've gotten absolutely beaten, but definitely saved a lot of people from drowning. Never had to get saved. So that's good.
That
Keep
is
up
good.
that streak.
Mm-hmm.
That is good.
Man, the last Cabo trip, man, we saved like 8 different people. That would have been in
Really?
really terrible situations if we weren't there. Yeah. Insane.
What is that one right-hand point break in Mexico?
Zippers.
No. What the fuck is it called? There's like a surf camp right there, and it's like right on this massive cliff.
Cerritos? I don't know. Couldn't tell you.
can't
Oh,
remember.
Scorpion Bay.
No. I can't remember what it's called right now.
Are you sure? I think it's Scorpion Bay.
I don't think it's Scorpion Bay. Where's my
Skeleton? No, Skeleton Bay is the other
No,
one.
that's Africa.
Yeah, it's Africa.
Pirates Cove.
Scorpion Bay.
Smuggler's Cove.
What the fuck's it called? Hold on.
It's Scorpion Bay.
This is where we gotta go, bro.
Is there a bathroom in here?
Yeah, right out there to the right out
I'm
that
gonna
door
take
to the
a look
left.
right
First
here.
place on the left.
We're back.
Barra de la Cruz. This is a place I want to I'm gonna go next.
Ah. Who is this?
The most perfect fucking rights ever.
Oh my god, let's go. I'll go with you.
And there's a bunch of sick little spots to stay, like right on this beach.
Do a lot of people surf there?
Not a ton. No, it's pretty kind of isolated, but they have surf camps that go there. People that only fly there. It's kind of like I don't think there's a big like crowd there typically.
Is this one that barrels up on the inside really heavy?
Yes, really heavy. One guy died there like a couple years ago.
What?
Yeah.
How?
Broke his neck so bad that he fucking died. He got paralyzed when he hit this guy was a pro, like a fucking legit pro. And he hit his head and broke his neck and he was paralyzed and he drowned.
Damn.
But it is the most perfect fucking right ever.
I am a regular footer, so I'm down. Yeah, surfing too, man.
I think Jamie O'Brien made a video at this spot on his channel.
I'm so happy to be back on a surfboard. Yeah, I'm sponsored by Rusty now.
Are you?
Sick.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
Got
cool.
the Rusty hookup.
That's awesome. Do they still make surfboards?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Find on a map. Find Barra de la Cruz and find it on a map. Let's find out how far it
I
is.
love Google Earth. I use Google Earth
I know.
frequently.
It's the best, especially for finding
you can
surf
learn
spots.
so much about, like, everything. There's just so much. I don't know. Like, I was looking at all the volcanoes. Like,
Oh yeah.
you ever just gone volcano hopping on Google Earth and just,
No.
like, gotten lost and, like, gone and, like, you ever just, like, check out Florida? Like, all the different parts of Florida? Like, I don't know. I kind of want to make videos on my YouTube channel, like, going on a
Searching
tour of
through it.
Florida on Google Earth.
That'd be
'cause,
sick.
That would be dope.
dude, I found, like, the best cliff jumping spots. I found 70-foot cliffs in Florida. I
Really?
never thought that would exist, yeah.
Dude, we could make about 100 documentaries driving through the Everglades. There's so much
I
weird shit,
know.
and so many like
I
weirdos.
know.
There's a guy who has a lodge and he's dedicated to hunting the skunk ape.
Oh, I know. I've been
know
to
that
the
guy?
Skunk Ape Museum, yeah. I made a video about it.
Wacko.
Yeah. He sells T-shirts. I bought
Yeah.
some. I own Skunk Ape memorabilia.
I catch all the drops.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Skunk ape sounds like an NFT.
He's the boy.
For real.
All right, so that's where it
NFTs,
is.
baby.
That's where Barra de la Cruz is.
Dude, I heard there is 1 million point breaks on the Mexican peninsula.
Whoa, Austin, what the fuck are you doing?
Yo, Google Earth is drunk as hell.
Hit the compass. Hit the compass.
It's flat.
Oh, no.
The Earth's flat.
There you go. Okay.
It does.
So how far are we from Cabo?
Cabo is, there it is, Land's End. Oh, it's not far. We can go, dude, come to Cabo.
Where is Cabo? Okay.
Oh, no, Cabo's all the way down. No, zoom out.
Cabo's the very, very bottom, right?
Yeah. Yeah, all the way at the bottom.
No, you gotta zoom out farther, Austin.
No, that's... Yeah, it's up. Cabo's way up there.
Oh.
Cabo's the very end of that peninsula up there. Keep going. Cabo's St.
Oh,
Lucas
it's
there.
that peninsula.
Yeah.
Okay.
Zoom all the way in. I'll show you the hotel I'm staying in. Yep, keep going. That little tip. That little point. Yeah. Nope, that's not it. Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Sorry. It just looks weird. We're at a weird angle. Keep zooming in. Go down a little bit. Yeah, that hotel right there. Below the mouse.
Place looks like a fucking desert, huh?
Yeah, it's so sick. Keep going down and zoom out a little bit. Yeah, that's the Solmar. That's where I'm going to be staying. Yeah, look at those rocks right there. Dude, the skim.
I've
That is
seen
like-
those videos.
It
all
goes
your
from like
videos right there.
12,000 feet deep to just like shore right there. Like the mountains meet the ocean and there's somehow a beach. Like that beach right there is the most beautiful beach I've ever seen in my entire life.
Really?
Type in Lovers Beach on Google and just click on a picture. It's insane.
Leave the maps up. Open a new tab so we can go back to the maps after. No, don't close that tab. Open up
You're
a new
making it
tab.
Work.
There you go. Now we can go back to the Google Maps and not have to like fuck around.
Yeah, Lovers Beach, crazy beach. It's absolutely.
Isn't that it right there?
Yeah, that's it. But like, I mean,
He's looking for actual photos, right?
Yeah. Like, look at that on the right. Yeah, I mean, you can kind of get the picture.
Oh, that's sick.
It's absolutely insane. Yeah, there's Arch Beach. 10 out of 10 would recommend visiting that place some point in your life.
Is there any good surf spots there? Or is it all like
Zippers?
skim?
Zippers is right there. Yeah. I mean, Jamie O'Brien came out one year and charged the shore break with us. It was pretty.
Did he
nice.
on the surfboard?
Yep.
But yeah, we gotta go to Barra de la Cruz, bro. Places.
Yeah, last year when I went to
nuts.
Cabo, I probably made my like favorite skimboarding wave edit of my entire life. It was like,
Really?
fucking 12-foot maxing Cabo, the biggest waves I've ever seen in my life.
Jeez.
It was so much fun. Got some beat downs that year.
I'm ready. When's the next trip?
May.
May?
Mm-hmm. I'm sponsoring the contest. Turner's sponsoring the contest. Apex is sponsoring it. I'm going to try to get a pretty big pro purse.
You're doing like a legit contest there?
Yeah, it's the first time since before COVID. It's been 3 years since there's a contest
Wow.
there. Yeah, and I consider it the gnarliest contest of the year because it's like nowhere is gnarlier than Cabo for shore break. It's just heaviest
Even
shore
more
break.
than the wedge?
Wedge is pussy
What?
stuff.
You skimmed the wedge?
Yes. Wedge.
Big wedge?
Yes.
How? Where's the video? Let me see this thing.
That's in the archives.
You're no Brad Domke, okay?
Dude. The wedge can't hold. Click type
The
in
wedge is fucking terrifying.
Type in I made a deadly mistake.
Well, there's no rocks there. That's the one thing that's not scary about the wedge.
It's just not as powerful. The wedge is
What?
more like fluttery and more like it's less thick. Like it's just
Really?
Yeah. And you get stuck in the water at Cabo. At least at the wedge you get washed up on the beach.
Yeah.
In Cabo you get fucking stuck. Oh, it's got to be on YouTube.
What do you mean? How do you get stuck?
Because you just can't get in. You get stuck in the wash. Type in
I made a deadly mistake Juke Squad.
Yeah. I really thought that'd come up. This video went pretty viral.
Shadow ban, bro.
Right? What's going on?
Do, 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 do.
YouTube's clapping me.
There you go.
Or scary mistakes, sorry.
Let me show you how to create a ad using stock footage.
I love, dude, Mexico, I just go above and beyond to make the highest quality content possible every year, you know? So you can skip in, probably. Yeah, it was fucking
Ooh.
huge, dude.
That thing was gutted. What is that, like, wave form?
You can let it play for a second. There's actually some really good clips. Like, that's what I'm talking about. You know, we do everything we can to make sure that the Cabo content is top tier. I lugged like 50 pounds worth of camera gear and batteries and tripods and drones out there every single year. Yeah, look at that. Getting smoked.
That's got to be so fun, just body surfing those waves.
Yeah.
Or boogie boarding them. Oh my god, I would be there. I would be loving that with
Dude,
the boogie
body
board.
womping, some of the most fun shit ever. Just going out there and swimming. Yeah, actually, I made a full video about that when it was the biggest I've ever seen. I can show you some clips of that in a second. But
I'd sponge it. I would sponge the shit out of that wave.
dude, it's gnarly. Yeah, you can skip in a little bit. I'm not sure exactly where. I haven't watched this video in a while, but yeah, keep going.
Go to where the big spike is. Right there.
Keep going. Oh, yeah, the big spike? Yeah, that's... No, that's... Damn, it's crazy they have the retention there, huh? I did not
That's
even
weird,
realize
isn't it?
that.
I've never even seen that
Go
little
to
waveform thing.
the spikes
Oh, it's
later.
'cause of the
Oh, it's the
asses.
ass. Go later in the video to the other spikes. Yeah, it's like right
You got
there.
a good combo of big waves and
It's like
ass.
right there. Yeah, click there right there.
Oh, you're trying to catch the cider.
Yeah, into just...
Is there a pretty good little side wash wave there?
It's the gnarliest one that exists.
Is it?
Yeah, it's so gnarly. Yeah, and this is where I get stuck on the outside. So there is a huge impending swell. Like, it'll be chill for a little bit. And here, turn the volume up. Actually, you'll hear my friend start whistling. Yeah, my buddy's up on the cliff yelling at me, telling me not to come in. Because I didn't know whether I should come in or not.
Yeah.
And yeah, look at this shit. This wave is so much gnarlier than a wave at the wedge, though. Like, it's just so much. Look at that thing. Look at how heavy that is.
Oh yeah, it just sucks up and closes
Yeah,
out.
look at where I am. Yeah.
How deep is it right there?
Like 4 feet. Yeah, but it was like the end of the night. I was stuck
That's
out there.
boogie board heaven right there.
Look at that thing. That's
Oh,
just
bro.
death, dude.
Just slam.
I got one of the best
straight
waves of my
down to
life.
the
That you
God, that'd
know.
be so fun.
It is so
blow my
fun.
arms right off.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
fucking.
Cabo, bro. Gotta go.
Oh my
Love that
God,
place.
looks so fun. That looks amazing.
Yeah, it looks sick.
Well, I think we hit a wall. That was like 2 hours. 2 hours. Boom, baby.
Metaverse, baby. Yeah, lucid dreaming. Everyone should try it.
Lucid
Probably
dreaming.
the best thing you could get out of this video.
And the shark's teeth.
Yeah. Well, that's more to come.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to come hunt for shark's teeth, just wait till we buy
So you guys
land.
are gonna buy a shitload of land and open up a shark's tooth sanctuary, or
Yeah, we already got a tractor lined up because the main thing for that is we have to make sure the land has teeth on it. So we're like, hey, if we're going to buy this land, you
Make
got to
sure it
let us
has
come
teeth.
dig a hole. So we got to bring a tractor out to the 10, 20, however many acres it is, and
Yeah.
pop a hole in the ground and check the fossil layer and the deposit and see how it looks. And I also have an NFT that I'm trying to release soon that is going to be 500 unique shark's teeth, 270 of which are megalodons and makos. And if you buy the NFT that you get, the tooth that is the NFT, well, it's going to be unrevealed, so you're going to have to buy in before you get to see what your tooth is. But the tooth that you buy is a tooth that we're going to have shipped to you in person. And the collection is like, I don't know,
so the
there's at
NFT,
least
you get a-
$50,000 worth of shark's teeth in this collection. Like, I'm letting go of some of the nicest teeth that I have for the collection because I want to buy land and use the money to buy land. But not only do you get the tooth that you buy for the NFT is your ticket to come and hunt on a property that we're going to buy using the money from the NFT project.
Ooh,
From the
that's
sales.
a sick idea.
Yeah, so it's your ticket to come. Like, not only do you get a tooth, you have the opportunity to come find
That's
your
a
own
super
teeth.
sick idea.
Yeah.
I fucking love that.
So I've been working on that for a couple months. I already have all the pictures taken, all the teeth separated. I have a developer working on the website. He got the Discord and everything set up. But, you know, 98% of the projects out there right now are dog shit, you know? Like, most NFTs have no use whatsoever. They're just cash grabs. So, you know, contemplating the space and being in cryptocurrency since 2017, which is essentially the exact same thing as NFTs. It's just NFTs have a picture. There's the whole art aspect and the profile picture aspect of it. I just never wanted to promote or be a part of a project that I didn't think was genuinely dope. So when I came up with the Shark's Tooth one, I was like, yeah, this is a good way to get people involved. We can give people a piece of history, allow them to help us preserve history, and even come and find some history yourself if you want. So it's just like everyone I've talked to about it is like, yeah, that sounds fucking awesome.
Super
Like,
rad idea.
even if you don't want to buy the NFT, you should like root for this project because otherwise a neighborhood's going to get built there and all the fossils that are there are going to get destroyed. Like, there's no fossil conservation whatsoever going on in Florida, yet they're allowing Mosaic to rip apart hundreds of thousands of acres. And we can't go hunt for fossils on the spoil piles there because it's a liability. So it's just like the whole space, I don't know. They're contributing to the death of Florida. They're destroying fossils. They're not letting us hunt for fossils. So we're just like, hey, you want to support us? We're going to buy some acres. And you can come hang out with us too. So, like, I don't know, starting small. And ideally, we'd like to open fossil farms between here all the way up to South Carolina to where people can keep doing it. Because I think that a lot of people are going to want to come and do this once we open these places. So
Hell yeah, they would. Yeah. That's a fucking great idea. Now, where do people find that? Are you gonna post it on your YouTube
It'll
channel?
be on my socials. Yeah,
On your channel.
yeah. I like I said, like I'm not trying to do this to make a bunch of money. I'm one of the only projects that's actually going to
Like Soldier Boy.
use the money to do something cool. Like
Yeah.
you're gonna be able to see us buy the land and first strike ground and start excavating and whatnot. Yeah, I don't know. It's just everybody's out here just trying to.
You should just make it a pump and dump.
Yeah, that'd be super tight, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
make a fuckload of money on the shark's teeth. At least people get the shark's teeth, so it won't be like super ripped off.
Hey, honestly, I'm not worried about the use case afterwards. I feel like that's just a bonus. I feel like over time, people who want to come hunt are gonna buy up from people that just wanted the teeth. Because obviously when we release the project, people are gonna buy it just to get the teeth, and then immediately gonna try to sell off the NFT because they have no interest in finding the teeth. But
Right.
I don't know. I think it'll be really cool. I'm excited about it, and I want to take my time and make sure everything's in perfect order before we release it to the public to make sure everything works properly, and it is what it is. See what happens.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Cool, bro. Well, thanks for doing this.
Boom. Thank you guys for having me. It's
Boom.
always fun. I can't believe Randall
Round
Carlson
2.
was here. I'm gonna have to check that
Yeah.
out.
I can't
Blew my
believe you
mind
didn't.
a
I
little bit.
can't believe you didn't fucking see it.
I can't believe
You
that
gotta watch it. It was a good one.
everyone hasn't liked and subscribed yet.
Like and subscribe to the Juke Squad on YouTube.
No, Koncrete podcast.
Concrete Podcast.
I'm here for this,
baby.
dude.
Sweet, bro. Well, thanks again. I appreciate it.
I'll see you in
thanks.
2.5 years.
See you in the
The
metaverse.
next one, yeah.